Are you a coach who's tired of drowning in complex marketing strategies? Welcome to Simple Client Attraction for Coaches, the bite sized podcast that transforms how women coaches attract their ideal clients without the complicated systems or endless marketing tasks. I'm your host, Sandra Fidelis, and each episode I bring you straight talking conversations with successful coaches and industry experts who share their most effective and simple client attraction strategies. Subscribe now and discover how to fill your practice with dream clients in less time than it takes to enjoy your morning coffee. Okay, so today I have a really special person. Her name is Jessica Riverson, and she is a messaging expert for coaches, business mentor, feminine energy guide, hypnotherapist, past life regressionist, and ordained priestess. She's the creator of the Priestess CEO Path, a new feminine model of success that blends intuitive energy, embodied energetics, and high converting messaging to help soul-led women grow profitable businesses that honor their power and peace. Jessica is renowned for helping her clients sell ultra premium offers ranging from 30 to 100K, especially by mastering the psychology, energy, and articulation of messaging that speaks directly to the soul of their dream clients. She is the real deal here, ladies and gentlemen. She mentors visionary women to command premium pricing, own their soul gifts, and build messaging that magnetizes, because when your words are anchored in truth, your next level clients recognize you instantly. And today she's going to talk to us about something that is really near and dear to her heart, which is the somatic shift to luxury, how to energetically align with 30 to 100K clients. So welcome, Jessica.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So a lot of coaches want to raise their rates, right? That's a dream for a lot of coaches. What do you feel is really blocking them from being able to charge those premium prices energetically?
Yeah. So here's something kind of interesting because I have gotten certified as a past life regressionist. Most of my clients are, I know this may not be the case for every single person listening, but most of my clients happen to be, healers, energy workers. They have some kind of spiritual element to their work. And I cannot tell you how many times I've gone into a past life with someone and they were burned at the stake for using their gifts, for speaking out. They were persecuted for using their gifts. So, on a very deep level, maybe in their lineage, in their past life, in their DNA, right? Like in their family lineage, there was something where they basically got in trouble for expressing their gifts. And so I think for a lot of coaches, no matter what type of coach you are, I do think it rings true because we are heart centered. We want to help people. We've got this like passion and compassion. So I think a lot of it does come from that. The second place I would say was from this lifetime, which is just, general subconscious money blocks, right? Like however you were raised. I was raised by my mom and my stepdad, two CPAs. My mom had me when she was 17. So she was a teen mom. Then I became a teen mom. I also became a teen mom. Like, there's kind of this thing of like, what we can afford, or, oh my God, that's really expensive, or, oh, you shouldn't spend that much money on something, like I had a lot of programming like that. I'm very different than my parents, though. I'm definitely not like frugal minded the way they are. I've always had a different mindset. Not that I haven't had money blocks, because I've had my own share of money blocks, but I've always wanted, I remember when I was really broke, I wanted the VIP parking spot. It was $12. I could park for free, but hey, I want the convenience of parking in the front, right?
So
So
you've always had that like VIP
I've always had
mindset.
the VIP. Even I think that was what was frustrating probably for my parents. It's like you've got a VIP mindset, but you're broke. So
Champagne taste on a beer budget.
there you go. Exactly. But I mean, that's the thing. It's subconscious money blocks, and your subconscious mind is what's running the show, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So tell me a little bit about when you say to coaches like money doesn't respond to hustle, it responds to how safe we feel with it. Can you
Yeah.
explain what that means and how we shift into that safety and accept it?
Yeah, this is something. So I became a like a certified money breakthrough coach a long time ago. That was one of my first coaching certifications. And so basically, I started my first business. It was a franchise, and I started giving all these discounts right off the bat because I felt really bad. Like, oh, I feel so bad to charge people. And I had a coach, luckily, at that time that I was investing in, and she helped me really see one day because every time I would give a discount, I was losing money and I needed that money to pay my rent. And so I started to just almost like, when words come out of your mouth and then you're like, come back, like the word discount would come out and then I'd be like, no, I shouldn't have said that. And so she helped me realize that, oh my God, my money mindset was operating like, I didn't even have control of my mouth. It was just like, here's a discount, it
Yeah.
was just like, come out.
Mhm.
And so I started to like dig into that. And then years later, when I started learning about embodiment and somatic work, so there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. A lot of people have heard of it, but basically, all of your nervous system either feels safe to receive money or to have lots of money, or it feels safe to charge certain amounts of money, or it doesn't, right? And
Mhm.
so if you like at that time, there was something within me and it was in my body. It was also in my head too, but like it was my mindset, but my body, like I remember my throat closing when someone would say, "What's your price?" And I would just like barely be able to whisper my price because my throat was closing. It didn't feel comfortable or safe for me. And this was my franchise where we charged $50 an hour or something like that for the
Mm.
service that we offered. And so I remember just having a full body response to even saying my price. So, what that tells us is that your nervous system is wired in a certain way and you have money beliefs attached to that. It's not just your subconscious mind running the show, it's also your nervous system. So again, if you don't feel safe, I felt like I was a bad person. I remember one time someone at the very beginning said, "Oh my God, that's so much money." And I remember feeling like I was a horrible person. And so
Mhm.
that's my nervous system going, "Ooh, I'm bad and wrong. Like
Yeah.
this isn't
And
safe for me."
in this business that we're in, I mean, and also the messages that we get as women, it's like if you're doing this type of work, you're not supposed to really be charging
Yeah, if
that
you're
much. Or
helping
like,
people, why are you
yeah,
charging?
why are you charging 75 to 100K, you know?
It's so crazy. It's so
Yeah.
crazy that every other industry is a service and we're doing a
Yeah.
service, right? But yeah, there's something about when you help people, you should do it for free. It just makes no sense. Nobody says that to doctors or
Right.
lawyers or anybody else.
Do you
So,
feel that there is a correlation between when, like, what you charge and the level of effort that's put forth in the coaching or like from the client?
well, can you say that in a different way just so I
Sure.
understand the question?
Like the higher ticket offers, do you
Mhm.
feel like the client will put forth more effort
Yeah, yeah.
versus a low ticket offer?
Yeah. It's not like cut and dry black and white, but I will say clients that are heavily invested, like my clients that are paying at the highest level, if they're signing up for a year that's like 75K, or like I have different levels like where there's VIP days and we meet every week, and then there's some where it's like every other week. But like let's say it's like anywhere from like 40 or 50K to 75K, whatever levels. I've charged all different levels. If they're in something that big, they show up to the calls, they have questions, they send me messages. I do audio coaching on Voxer in between sessions. They're like, "Hey Jess, what do you think?" Like, they'll ask me questions like, they won't ask me, "Do you think I should do this?" They'll be like, "Here's what's going on. Do you see what do you see that I don't see? What are you picking up on that I don't see?" Those are the type
Hmm.
of questions they'll ask me. They won't ask me like, "Do you think I should post this? Do you think I should do that?" It's more high level
Like an
questions. They
elevated question.
elevated questions. They don't miss calls. If they need to reschedule, they reschedule. That's fine. But they take it really seriously. And the other, I think, difference is whether they were working with me or not, they would take their business as seriously as they do. It's not because they're invested with me that they're taking their business that seriously. They're serious about their business.
Yeah, just
Like
who
it
they
doesn't
are.
matter what I'm doing, they're doing their business full
Yeah.
force to the best of their ability, regardless of they're not waiting for me to respond. Oh, she didn't respond. Like they're taking action.
Yeah. And
They're
those are
doing
the
it.
best clients to work with, right? The
Yeah.
ones that you know they're going to do this anyway, with or without
And
me.
that's why I charge at that level because, those ones also, they can receive, this is something really important. They can receive what I'm delivering. I've had a few people say, Jess, it's like drinking from a fire hose with you. Not everyone can handle a fire hose, but like if you're pretty advanced, you
Yeah,
can. But if
exactly.
you're not, you
You're
can't.
embodying the energy of someone who's ready for that, and you
Yeah,
know,
and
get
like you
that
said
information.
before, maybe it was on another interview, but like you were like, you go really deep or you envelop your clients. So I have a lot of talents. Like I can bring a lot to the table and I can do hypnotherapy with them and then help them with the copy on their sales page. Like we
Yeah,
can do a lot in our sessions. And so just having someone that can move as quickly as I do, that's why I charge at that level. And the people at that level, they're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." They're so grateful. Not that other people, everyone, all my clients are grateful and it's wonderful, but like it's just interesting. Sometimes you just wouldn't think like, "Oh, someone's paying that much, they're grateful." Yeah, they're like,
yeah,
"Thank you for making this program for me." And I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, I love working with you. It's amazing."
Right. So can you share like if you have a short little exercise or
Mhm.
practice that someone can use today to start expanding their capacity to hold and attract these higher level clients and higher ticket clients?
This is something that, I mean, there's a lot more to expanding your capacity to receive than just this exercise, but this exercise is a really, really good one in terms of regulating your nervous system. So when I learned it, it was called the oxy breath because it helps release oxytocin, which is the pleasure hormone. And it sounds like you're having an orgasm. So here we go. So you're going to breathe a deep belly inhale, like, and then, so that's the first step. You're going to breathe and then you're going to exhale. So I'll show you. It's like, ha. And so you make the ha sound and I can feel it was a little bit crackly. So I'll do it one more time. Ha. Still a little bit stuck there. And so I'll do it like 10 times. You can do it in the car with your eyes open. The cool thing about it, you can do it anywhere that you're not afraid to make that orgasmic sound. Just tell your family it's fine.
Love
Don't worry
it.
about me. Just making the sound. Because when I started doing it, I just would like, I had to tell my family, like, it's fine. Don't worry.
I'm
Don't worry
just
about
doing
what
this.
mom's doing.
Right?
But what it does, if you do it like 10 times, you will feel your body relax. And if you don't know about the vagus nerve, go on YouTube and just search vagus nerve, but you will learn a lot about it. And it actually helps you relax. And so like, especially before a discovery call, let's say if you are a little bit nervous around numbers, money, or you're going to charge a new price, you're like, I know I should be charging more. Today's the day I'm going to raise my rates. That's going to help kind of calm yourself down and get you in that like relax and also just like very grounded, embodied. It will help you sleep better. It will lower your cortisol. So that's just an overall really, really good one. Can I say one more? I'll keep it really
Yes.
short. Okay. So this
Yeah.
last one is just noticing. So there's two parts. You just ask yourself, like, what am I noticing? And I do this in my embodied money course at the beginning of every session. And you just ask, what sensations am I noticing? And you want to start noticing, like, like, for example, when I said my throat closed, notice that tightness in your throat. If you're thinking about your new price, notice that tightness in your throat. And then you want to say, so what am I noticing? And so sensations, we're talking about, oh, I'm noticing a tightness. I'm noticing a closing feeling. The second part is, what am I experiencing? I'm experiencing fear. I'm experiencing nervousness. And so just taking a moment to acknowledge what you're sensing and experiencing. So, what are your sensations? What are your emotions? That can start to neutralize it. Or you have something to take to your coach and say, this is what's coming up in my body. Or you're like, if it's someone that can do that type of work, you're going to actually be able to give them, okay, this is what I want to work on in my session today and start clearing that. So, those are the
Awesome.
two.
Thank you. We got two
Yeah.
for one. I was only
Yeah.
expecting one. Jessica, can you share? I know that you have a freebie for everyone around the somatic shift that you're going to share, but then we're also going to be putting in there the link for this really amazing paid offer that you have for a 10K framework for messaging. So we'll put that in there. But
Yeah.
can you share the Somatic Shift freebie you have for everyone?
Yes. So the Somatic Shift to Luxury offers how to unlock the capacity to hold 30K to 100K clients through feminine energy. Even if you're thinking, I am not charging that much, that's fine. If you're charging a 5K or a 10K offer, you will still get so much value from the video. And I'm going into more of what I talked about today, like how do we start rewiring our body's response to money so it feels natural and safe and abundant? How do we start to uncover some of those hidden money stories that are actually repelling your highest paying clients and keeping you in those like smaller rates? And so it's like an almost hour training diving into those topics, and it's free.
Yay! We're going to put that in
Yeah.
there for everyone. Can you share a little nugget that you want us to take away from
Mm,
this?
yeah. I would say I would say probably those two practices of the breath work practice and then the noticing your sensations and noticing your emotions. Those are two things that have really changed my life. And a lot of people that have taken my money course, they said that's changed their life. So I would say if you're not doing any type of 10-15 second a day embodiment somatic practice, that would be something just to start. And you could like set your timer on your phone because we're often in our head and we're go, go, go. And so if you take the time to drop in, you're going to have so much more abundance in your life because it opens your intuition. And your intuition is where the most profitable ideas, the best marketing ideas
Absolutely.
come from when you're relaxed and open.
And they usually come for me in the shower.
Yes, there's actually, I read an article, a scientific article about why that happens. I can't quote the article, but when I read it, I was like, and this is why.
Is
There's
that where
some
you get your best ones, or like
in the
walking
like
and
showers,
yeah.
definitely one, taking walks in nature. But yeah, apparently there's some science behind why being in the water, being in the shower actually like opens things up for you. So that's so yeah, it's true. There's
That's
like
excellent.
scientific backing for that one.
Jessica, thank you so much. You are always amazing to speak to, and you give so much, as I mentioned earlier. So thank you so much for being here. I definitely will have you back on.
I would love that.
Um,
Thank you.
and bye-bye, everyone. We'll chat with you next time. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Simple Client Attraction for Coaches. Want to launch your own interview style podcast? Grab the free Launch an Interview Style Podcast Guide at sandrafidelis.com/podcast guide, or point your camera at the QR code on the video to download. I hope today's bite-sized strategies have given you practical ideas you can implement right away in your coaching business. If you'd like to watch the video of our interview, then head on over to simpleclientattractionforcoaches.com. Did you find value in today's episode? If so, please share it with other coaches in your network who could benefit from these straightforward, bite-sized strategies. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us. Until next time, remember, client attraction doesn't have to be complicated. Small, consistent actions can lead to remarkable results. I'll see you in our next episode with more simple strategies to help your coaching business thrive.